Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, Council. For the record, I will be remaining anonymous. I want to start by saying I appreciate the new opening into public comments by letting the public, I mean, I even have a problem with saying letting, for showing that we have the right to not give our name, to give our name. After the last couple of videos that I had made, hundreds of thousands of views, as some of you may have seen. Some people, like one guy sent me a thing and said, the OPMA, they have the right to, ask for your address as a reasonable, part of a policy, which is why I obliterated within the first minute everything that conflicts when you start, laying the groundwork for things that don't make sense. They asked the governor, well, if you were elected, what's the first law you would pass? That's the wrong question. The question is, what's the first law you would remove? The amount of things we create in the policies and all this stuff, it winds up being so much over time. And if people don't feel that they're being properly represented, this is the exact time and place and manner to air your grievances. You want to go to a protest, you want to scream at federal officials and this is whatever you want to do, that's your right. But this is the time, place, and manner to do it. This is the place where you share your opinions and you share your ideas. I mean, we've already thrown so much shade about doing it on social media, right? Because that's not the place. Because that's just where people bicker, right? So, social media isn't the place to do it. And I want to say thank you for the clock. That's appropriate. I'm glad we have a clock. I'm glad the residents were able to, have a little bit of a, idea about their time and how to gather their thoughts and finish everything that they wanted to say. I don't expect an apology for having over 3 minutes of my time interrupted over policies and procedures and formalities and stuff like that. I don't appreciate that, but I also don't expect an apology because I completely lost faith in the process, the formalities, the people, the ones in charge and stuff. This is the greatest country in the world, hands down. It's the people who are the ones who ruin it. People mess up everything. The people who ruin things. And I do want to say, you're good, Mr. Clerk Andrew. You're good. You know exactly how to do this job. I don't know why they're even paying the lawyer. He's doing nothing. He does not protect the integrity of the proceedings, does not protect the integrity of the process. Thank God Andrew is there. I would have liked Councilman Johnson, through the chair to Councilman Johnson, I would have liked last meeting, if you had pushed back just a little bit harder and, we're able to kind of dissolve that social media policy. I'm a little disappointed with you, Councilman Callison, for kind of, trying to put the lid on the sunshine process of discussion. Everybody wants to have these discussions in backdoor rooms, with the curtains closed and stuff. No, the public wants to see these discussions. They want to be able to hear how the council thinks and what their feelings are. So we don't want to shut down those conversations. It's very important to let that process flow, right? That is what you guys need to do to each other, to be able to work with each other properly. It was a little upsetting, or it was a little frustrating to watch you be so civil, Councilman Johnson, about the process. It really killed me because it was your time to shine, and you did do well, but you were so respectful over the process and everything like that, and your colleagues and stuff, and that's not the way to be. This isn't about having the right to lead the public. What it is you've been granted the privilege to represent the public, and if the public feels that they're not being properly represented, this is the exact time, place, and manner to do this. So I hope that people become empowered to come to these meetings. I'll be coming to the next few Roosevelt Park meetings, and I hope residents show up. It kills me that this room is empty. If residents want to air their grievances and they have some problems and we can air them out and work together to get things done, we can highlight it, we can get things done, and we can all, walk away happy.
No one further, may I have a motion to close the public portion of the agenda items? So moved. All in favor?
Aye.